Black man. Black man. That's right. 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 Receive this word, my man. That's right. That's right. That's right. You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday. White holiday. Black power. Black is power. Black power. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Black is power. Black is power. Oh, man. Brother, can I speak to you, please, brother? Lost another. Do you feel as if this is right? Yeah, this is my girl, bro. Boys, you need to come join us, bro. That's right. You need to come join us. That's right. That's right.
We are not equal.
We are. That's right. Our ancestors did not live for this. That's right. Poison. 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 You will not stop our brothers and sisters from the Constitution. That's right. That's right. I'd rather be on the side than to be in hell. That's right. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. That's right. John in Leviticus chapter 16. That's right. And white man will beneath, emancipate the souls. That's right. That's right.
How can I help you, sir?
I do not need help. I will assist myself. What form of payment for this, please?
Whatever is easy for you.
Is it because my skin is black?
We out here bringing our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We do not follow the rules made by white men. We do not follow the rules made by white men.
You are not a sister, and you will not proceed to be a sister.
I'm sorry.
That's right! That's right! Now, now! That's right! Now, now! That's right! Now, now! That's right! Who is your master? Who is your master? What y'all doing after that? Is that the party or something? What's your name in Baptist?
Harley.
See, alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that myself, Pastor Elos, agreements and rule, teachers our person in truth. And we see salutations, so I can say the push with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly, in season or season, we say Shalom. Once again, going into our video here, and this basically touching upon, this kit, right, this clip that's been circulating about Drewski, right, now it came out last night, right, and I saved it, and when it came out, I'll save it, right, so that I'll do a video on it, right, and as you can see, right now it's being touched upon, there's a lot of, but elders, brothers doing videos on it, right, and, it goes into the mockery that Jake be doing against the prophets of the Lord. But when you read the scriptures, those that mock, those that scorn against the prophets, it never end up well with them, right, they always receive some sort of judgment, those that scoff and mock. Right, so this is the book of Proverbs chapter 10, and I'm going to read from verse 8. It said, the wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. And that is what the way feel going to happen to these guys. They're going and fall. Right, judgment is coming into the way of us, to these scoffers and these scorners, because they continue to scoff against who? The Lord. Continue to scoff against who? The prophets. Right, that way it said the wise heart will receive the wise in heart will receive commandments, right? So those that wise, they would have received what was being preached, what was being said, right? Not scoff and scorn against it, because you could see although this here, the video he's doing, it goes to show that this word is being pushed, right? That they're hearing it, that they could, in order to let them scoff and scorn against it, it's because they're hearing it, right? They know what's going on, so they have no excuse for the time that we are heading into. Because when judgment started to go forth, and from a laughing matter, it turned to a crying situation. That is when they're going to call upon the Lord. But the Lord say it's time. In that time, He will laugh, right? In that time, He will mock, right? But you could see that these guys, no matter what it is, they're hearing this word. This truth is being pushed, right? You can see in the video the name on the jersey. You see that the fringes on, because hey, again, Jake knew. So that is why we're saying Jake had no excuse for saying that they know the word that is being pushed out. So he said, the wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. Again, emphasizing that a prating fool shall fall. So these jokes, these things that they continue to say, this, they talk and so forth, what you feel going to happen unto them? You feel this going to last forever? Just as these people here in the comments. It's a joke, it's a kicks, Jake, they got up, right? They got up to spread the memes, right? They see the videos, they sort of post the videos, right? About the men in the streets and so forth. Right? This person put this thing here. And that is what he is. If it actually go into who it is he working for, he working for these small arts. It wasn't by coincidence. These guys get the fame and the fame and the clout. It say the mouth of the righteous man is the mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. And that's what it is. Right? So let me jump to another scripture here. Let me go to the book of Sirach. Right? It say Sirach chapter 27, and I go read from verse 26. It say, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. So yeah. So that is what lying in wait for you all. Right? That is what lying in wait for you all. Vengeance. For you all scoffers, you all mockers, right? I continue to do this on a daily basis. Again, it goes to show that this video itself has 5.8 million views, right? And by the time I come back to it, it might have 6 million, it might have 7 million, right? Because they all do what? We know Jake do what? First and foremost, they hate the Lord. They hate the men of the Lord, right? They hate the Lord's word, right? So they all will come together to do what? To scoff and scorn. They'll make mockery about this thing. Not understanding the scripture scholars what the welfare of this world. Right? Let me get out here quick. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 24. It says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is upholding of the people. So yeah, so the multitude of the wise, and who's the wise? Right? The men of the Lord. Right? So it say, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. Right? I want to look up the word welfare. Let me get here quick. Welfare meaning, it say the health, happiness, and fortunes of a person or group. And that is what we are. Because why? We bringing forth this truth, right? We bringing forth the word of the Lord. So it's the welfare of the world, that happiness, that health, right? Because again, in time to come, then they will understand, right? Then they're gonna know, as the scripture says, then shall they know a prophet was amongst them. When all these things that happen, and now these guys was telling us about it. And Juski was just making joke. But Jake, you know one thing about Jake? They love wickedness, right? They love wickedness, and they love to follow the wrong leaders. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, and verse 16. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So yeah, right? These people go sort of follow this. Now you might see a whole set of other clips coming out about these things, right? They are local court jesters, right? That see these clippings from these bigger content creators, and they sort of do the same thing as well. Eventually, you're going to see, locally on the land here, you're going to see them sort of do the same thing, right? But again, the scripture tells us about those mockers coming at the last times, those corners coming at the last, and this is what we're seeing. But they have no excuse, right? This word is being pushed, so they have no excuse for when things happen. They're hearing the word, they choose their side, right? They choose their side. Say, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Yeah, they that are led of them are destroyed. Because now going into the comments here, everything is a joke, right? It's a kicks. It's saying, nah, he don't miss 10-10. Lost another one, right? It's weird way of just saying black Israelites, you see? So it's all a kicks, right? It's all a clicks. This guy said the black Hebrew Israelites going to be pissed when they see this. And the thing about it, they love to plaster that name all about. The black Hebrew Israelites, right? They love to put that word black into it. Right? They say the black Hebrew Israelites going to be pissed when they see it. Now, I just want to say something even in this video here. You know, watching the garment and so forth, seeing them had the name across it, seeing the garment, whoever it is, give these guys his garment, judgment unto you too. Right? Okay, taking part in the sin. Right? This person marked as an American Negro Hebrew Israelite. I can't laugh at this and take the humor. Then there was a white and then ask, you know, that's just Jake. Right? You see all the posting up all the clips now. Right? But judgment is set for a score for a fool. The scriptures mention a fool is strokes. Right? That is what waiting your way. Jump down another scripture here. Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. You see, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Yeah, walked in great pride. So these miseries coming upon you all. Right? Continue to believe everything is a laugh, a kicks, a joke. Everything is a laugh, a funny situation, right? Not knowing we living in those serious times. At any moment, your economy, the market, the world market could crash, right? They're already talking about the things that may happen from November the 1st onward. But you have these court jesters, right? Court jesters, calling them today they call them comedians and all these other things. The right, making these skits, having you all laughing when there's pain and sorrows growing up on this place, right? What scripture? I think it was Second Ezra chapter 7. Let me read from verse 41. It says, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increase, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. So so this present life, they don't have much glory here. Right? Right? So it goes to show what's going to come to this place. Why you are studying to make your skits, studying to make these dumb skits, dumb lonely people, right? What increasing? The scriptures talk about evils increasing, right? That is what's going on. These one of the wicked. Again, these guys are not just, these guys didn't just come outside and just so these guys were selected. The small and set these guys up. It's not by coincidence. They know why they do these things. It's to take your attention away from what's actually going on, right? You see, he answered me and said, the present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore they prayed for the weak. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. Yeah, the day of doom shall be the end of this time. And we go see how much you all going and laugh in that time to come. We will see how much you all going and scoff and scorn still in that time to come. Right? They say, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown up, and the truth is sprung up. Right? But it goes to show the day of doom shall be the end of this time. Right? And all skits, all jokes, all laughing matters going to be caught up in that. Right? I'll just go to one of the quotes here as well, because again, it's a big video, just being talked about. Wait, this was him, right? So you see people see him on his side. So it goes to show, again, when you watch these things, it goes to show that these people, they see us, right? They hear us, they know the things that we are saying, right? Go back to our scripted Ezekiel. We'll go to Ezekiel chapter 3. Let me read from verse. Let me read from Ezekiel chapter 3. Let me read from verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we do, give you all warning. And you all choose to scoff, choose to scorn against that warning, right? Continually mocking, scoffing, and so forth. And it never ends well. Always remember, it never ends well with a scoffer and mocker, especially those that come against. Well, it's only one scoffer and scorner we talk about, them that coming against the prophets, right? So it's to give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. And again, that is what went on. They could see again the warning. They choose not to listen to it. And that is why they shall what? They shall die in their iniquity. Right? The wicked shall die in their iniquity. See, yeah, all the books and so forth. So that means it's someone, more than likely, it's a group. I can't say who. It could be maybe IYC, maybe some other, right? And maybe get them the garments, maybe get them the books, and so forth, right? Right? And who knows? It could be the small hats, because these guys are rocking with the small hats, right? And they know, they basically, don't forget to have the small hats know what's going on, right? So going down again, let's read in some. Again, this guy put up Son of David. I think I saw this guy 1 or 2 times, yeah. Right? So this guy 1 or 2 times. And he put up 2 Chronicles 36 verse 16. He said, but they mocked the messengers of God, and despise his words, and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy, until that wrath. And when that wrath arises, that is usually the time when Jake does want to be saved. That is usually the time when Jake does want to listen. But no, right? You all have to face the things that's coming your way. Right? Before I started to do this video, I sit down with did a live with some of the brothers, touching upon the same thing. Right? Going into the same thing, but going into a little more, adding a little more to it. And that video will be uploaded, but we talk about all these things. Right? It's so going on here again. So they're saying this is where he get the inspired from. Right? This is General Yohana, right? ISPUK, ISUPK, right? But there's a particular, right? This is comment here. Now those people about to put a bounty on his head, right? And he's already mad, right? he's fit for destruction, right? That is what coming these guys with. And all you that continue to scorn against the prophets of the Lord, continue to hate the Lord, matter of fact, that's what coming your way, right? So somebody pull up why did Drewski, the comedian, mock the Israelites, right? You're supposed to mock, don't be on Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi is one of the groups and so forth. Why do you have to say black and not just Hebrew Israelites here? Because again, we know why they put the term black there, right? But it goes to show that all these people, because these is big accounts, right? I will show something. This is over 300,000 followers, right? Drewski is a big social media figure, I should say, right? And so there's millions of people listening to this. And it goes to show that millions of people hearing this word, right? But the remnant is who shall hear it, and they shall come unto it. But the wicked, they will be doing these kind of things, right? So again, going into a fool and his mouth, and his judgment coming your way. That's what the Lord say. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. It said, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So that is what it is. The Lord said, what? Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow unto the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and that is what they choose to do. Because they hear this word, but they choose to do what? They choose to do evil. Right? That is what they choose to do. Right? There is lovers of the evil rather than lovers of the good. Okay, scriptures talk about it. Say men love darkness rather than light. You say, and they choose that wherein I delighted not. So yeah. Right? All these guys here, you see the walking around, the name on the chest, the fringes, all these things. I had to, more than likely, it's a group give these guys these kit. Right? So hey, once again, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yehoshai, Ba'Shem Kakodash. We say double on his apostle, Elohim agreements and rule teachers of apostle and truth. And we see salutation, so the Akim was the push with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out and constantly in season or the season. We say Shalom.